Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's okmall. Today we have another episode of Subterrain, Mines of Titan. Now before we get to today's episode, I did do a little bit of grinding off camera. We went ahead and got into the cave just outside of this base here. If we look at the camp management, I now have 51,000 methane. We have 314,000 for our water supply, and as far as fertilizer is concerned, it's 43,000. So not too bad. That should give us enough to allow us to go down into the caves without having to worry about constantly coming back up here to resupply and restock. It's a bit annoying, but you know, it's just part of the game. I get it, but still. Available perk points to spend. I do want to look inside to see if there's anything that's worth spending points on right now. Our pistols are all the way to level 7. We do have the reload trick, which improves our range accuracy and our crit while lowering fumble chance. And we have bullet time, which is an active, intense pistol training, makes it easier to evade almost any attack. If we level it up again, that gives us physical damage plus 45 and dodge chance additional. There's also the run and gun, which fires multiple shots before quickly moving to another tile. Chain bullet. I don't recall getting this one, but oh yeah, that's cool. Did I really get this? Since when? You know what? Let's do something real quick here. So we have the nano push. Bullet time, that's our dodge. Target lock on. Nano recovery. Let's put the nano stuff in a different slot. This is an active, so we're gonna put that down there. That should be passive, 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 and a passive. Okay. I mean, run and gun, let's try it out. And reload trick. We'll do both of those. This will be all of our nanos. Where's the nano one right here? So nano shove. I mean, it's not like we have any nano energy to use, but whatever. It's fine. Eventually we'll have to put points back into our physical. And then there's the survival tree, which we haven't really done much with. We did put 2 points in here apparently. I don't recall ever doing this, but whatevs. That's for going green and rock breaker. Not too bad. So what I would like to do, we are going to go talk to Judith, but we also have 3 new messages. So we have Tamir, read his message right off the bat. Let's see, I'd like to speak to you about personal project. Okay, so personal project from Tamir. Next up would be Katrina. Let's see what she has to say. We found a major stock discrepancy in the supply depot, and David and I requested I loop you in to help with the matter. All right, so supply issues. No worries, we'll get that taken care of. Then Miriam, what do you have for us? I need your help. The rats are back. Okay, we'll take on the rats. Let's go for Miriam first because she's the closest. Miriam, is everything okay? I wish I could say yes, but the rats are back. And this time, they're bigger and foaming at the mouth. I didn't even know who else to call. Can you help? Yeah, certainly. I'll go down there right now. Take them all out. Wait, but what if they come back after that? And what if they come even stronger after that too? What if they are eventually so powerful that they overtake us? And what if Maul, she's having a panic attack. The rat's presence seems to be affecting her on a deeper level. You grab Miriam's hand and lower your speaking tone in hopes of calming her down. Okay, let's breathe. In, out. All right. How would you like me to take care of the rats? I'm open to any ideas. What about setting traps? That works on normal rats. They'd have to be some pretty big traps for creatures like these, right? Yes, but it's the only way to truly keep them away. Please? Can you do it? I need you to do it. I'll see what I can make happen for you. Until then, stay out of the pub basement. I have no intention of going near it, so... Okay. Judith may be able to assist with this. We should go out to her right away. So go find Judith. Do you know how to make traps? Don't get that request much, but I've designed heaps of different types. Shrapnel, fire, concussion. What do you need? Well, what about a big one? big? How big are we talking? Like real big. Like really big for some giant rats. Intriguing. It's totally doable. Give me a moment. Judith grabs a pen and starts quickly sketching out some blueprints. It's interesting to watch her at work. After a few minutes, she smiles to herself and gives you the plans. Something like this? Wow, that's actually perfect. I forgot sometimes that you're a genius. Stop, you're just making me red in the cheeks. That trap should also be ready to produce as long as you have the materials for it. Alright, so... giant trap. Let's take a look in here. I'm assuming it'd be the very, very bottom. Oh, I did that wrong. Let's take a look at crafting. It should be the very, very bottom. Wow, that's pretty hefty physical damage too. 45 to 80 injury damage, leg fractures, duration for 30 turns. Not too shabby. Go ahead and craft that up. All right, now we have the rat traps produced. I don't know which basement level it is. It's definitely this one. All right, so we got rats already. I can hear them, but I don't see them just yet. Oh boy, they are mutated. Dead. Miss. Dead. Reload. Oh, bam. All right, so we gotta put the first trap down wherever they went. Wow, these are massive. I probably didn't need to make 3 now that I think about it, because these have 3 uses, but what else? First trap up. Put the second trap up. Oh. And the third trap. I think we've already killed all the rats, though. Okay, so that's done. All right, I can still hear the rats scratching. Did you get those traps? Did you get rid of them? It's taken care of, Miriam. You can return to work and be confident that you're safe. Miriam wraps her arms around you and delivers a tight bear hug, almost making it hard to breathe. You would never have expected this level of strength in her tiny body. I can't tell you what this means. I owe you so much. Here's what I have to give you. I hope it's enough. You can get credits and food. Would have helped for free, seriously. If you just need help, again, just let me know. Of course I will. I'm off to the pub. Hope to see you there. She gives you another hug before you part ways. We got a Eek Rats achievement for doing that. Not too shabby. And let's get to work on the very next task, which is going to be missing shipments. We got to go talk to Katrina. Looks like we can talk to Katrina via this counter up here. Call Katrina. Katrina, I'm here to help. Hey, Katrina, I'm here to help. Where's David? He's out doing whatever it is that David does, but we still need your help. I've gone over our inventory about a dozen times, but I keep coming up 3 supply crates short. It's the strangest thing for such important supplies to be missing at all. The logs say that were received normally, but then poof, just like that, they vanished. And you want me to find them, right? Look at you, regular Einstein over here. Don't worry, you'll get paid when the job's done. Since the crates could literally be anywhere in camp, I attempted to ping each crate tracker. They were last detected in the biofarm, the airship garage, and the residential levels. After you find all 3, come back and see me. Well, the residential area is the easiest one to go to because it's the closest. Oh, here we go. We found something. God, spamming this all over the place is just annoying. Serial number of this box matches the missing crate. The area has a lot of foot traffic, but it's from people either on their way home to rest or leaving to work. No one just hangs out in the residential area around here. No wonder nobody noticed this crate. Okay, so we got the first one. Okay, so I didn't notice this last time because I was just spamming 1. If you just walk around, he'll eventually say, hey, there's something around here, and then you can use the Discover perk. So I don't have to just constantly spam 1 everywhere. I can just wait until he says something. Let's see. Seon and Reina were always preoccupied, and the crate is out of sight. If they weren't actively searching for it, nobody would have found this. I feel like I saw something hidden. Is that working? Success! Oh, that's nothing. So I've never been over here before, but from the looks of it, this is where all of the people that pass away are buried. This grave looks new, probably belonging to a recently deceased miner. Here lies Junon Camus. Heaven better get ready. This one's from the first tax settlement. Here lies Champa Nampang. Namgang. These names are so hard to pronounce. It's ridiculous. Okay. Oh, you take the ID? Hey, oh, it was an ID? Oh, we got an ID tag. Are all of these ID tags? No. Seriously? There's an ID tag here too, right? Yes, there is. Fantastic. Easy way to get ID tags right off the bat. Let's go. I see 2 more ID tags. Grab the last one. Take a look. Go ahead and register. And take a look at the codex. 25% on the soldier now. 15% for the miner. 20% for engineer. 15% for pilots. And the doctor, 25%. Not too shabby. Feel like I saw something hidden. More garbage. All right, let's head downstairs. Downstairs again. I've never been down here, so let's go ahead and loot everything we can find. Okay, we have some sleeping quarters. Oh, what is that? A fancy car. This is Yosef's prized possession, a real-to-life miniature replica of a vintage 2023 Motex Scorpion that, if one were tiny enough, could actually be driven. It even has Yosef's vanity plate. It's truly a sight to behold, and something calls you to touch it, even though you know you shouldn't. Despite what your head tells you, your heart wants to touch the car replica. And it's so smooth and shiny, and the articulating doors and trunk are a sight to behold. You feel satisfied with the experience. Nice. 100 experience? It's so cool. Sorry, Yosef. It was too tempting not to touch it. All right, we just saw something. There it is. We got it. Let's see. An onlooker would have saw this crate and assumed that it's just another box of parts for the garage. Fair enough. And that was the last one. Send a message to Katrina that we're on our way back. Message successfully transmitted. Did you find those supplies? I am back. And that's the strange thing. The location where you found all the crates tells me that this was no accident. The crates weren't just misplaced. We have a thief in our camp. A thief? Any ideas who it might be? There's no way to tell right now, but these supplies were skimmed off the top. We almost missed it entirely. Just let's focus on the positive. The crates have been found. Agreed. Let's call it David and share the good news. Katrina lets out a heavy sigh, like she's simultaneously relieved and annoyed. Listen, the truth is that David didn't know the crates were missing. I didn't even tell him yet, because I need this job and it happened on my watch. I just told you that David was asking so that you wouldn't say no. And you came through at the end, so thank you. Wow, this is a pretty big step for you, I bet. That you're always so closed off. You're hard not to crack, Katrina, but it seems I'm growing on you. Let's just get one thing straight, Maul. If you tell anyone about this, they won't be able to identify your body. Understood? Yeah, understood. I won't tell a soul. Good. Here's what I owe you. And since I've guaranteed your eternal secrecy, you'll have a discount at David's Emporium. Now I have to get back to work. Good deal. So we got a discount now. I failed game night because it was only for a day? That's dumb. So Yosef is known for throwing Camp Hugin's most famous game night. You only select few can ever be invited. Tonight, you're one of the lucky ones. Just a twist. You are also responsible for inviting other players to fill the table. You'll have a chance to win big, but only if you're popular. Huh. I wonder if that'll show up again, but that's my bad. So we have a sinking feeling, Let's talk to this guy. Hey, Tamir, tell me more about your personal project. I have a question for you first, if you don't mind. Has Litzy ever mentioned me? Not by name, no. Is she involved with your project? Directly? No, but I'm hoping to use it to impress her and get a position on her team. She's already got 2 apprentices. I'm not too sure if she's looking right now. I don't want to knock anyone else out of her spot, but I haven't worked in weeks, and Litzy would be my top choice for a boss. Better than Tao, that's for sure. That's a low bar, Tamir. Maybe I can help, though. What's the project? Well, you know I'm big into thermodynamics. I've been working on an advanced heatsink tech that could extend the life of almost any machine. It's unorthodox, but I believe my theory is sound. I just need a few more tests, and for you to get me one of those power plant current heat sinks. And why not just ask for one? It might not look like it, but the power plant is pretty restricted area. If you don't have official business there, Litzy is quick to turn you away, and most of the doors are locked out of necessity. I have no leverage there, so a heat sink isn't something I could just ask for. But you could, since you already have a connection with the team. I wouldn't need a heat sink long either, I just long enough to run some tests. Okay, I'll see what I can do. It is possible that Tamir has overestimated your connection with Litzy and her team. Simply asking for a heatsink might work, but we should also consider alternative options just in case it's not sufficient. Are you suggesting we steal a heatsink? That would certainly be an option, yes, but the choice is yours to make. Alright, let's go talk to Litzy. Alright, we found Litzy. I just wanted to ask about heatsinks. What about heat sinks? We have a ton of them all over here. They disperse excess heat generated by the plant, and I wish we had more of them. Well, specifically, I was wondering if it's possible to borrow one. I'd bring it right back, but I just wanted to run some tests. Borrow a heat sink? We need a few heat sinks. We need the few heat sinks that we have working at maximum capacity just to keep this power plant going. My instinct would say no, but we are a team here, so let me ask the others. Odette, what do you think? I wouldn't trust anyone without the knowledge of thermodynamics with our heat sinks. My vote is a no. Fang? I'm with Odette. Regardless, we're still getting energy fluctuations. If there's a heat spike and we're down in a heat sink, that would be catastrophic. Sorry, Maul. The team has spoken. We just can't help you out at the moment. Well, thanks for considering. I'll be on my way. Looks like we go with option number 2. I guess so. So option number 2. How do I get in here? Requires the following key card. Counterfeit. How do I get through that door? Okay. The door to the heatsink area is locked, and the sign says all crew must wear protective gear when handling heat sinks. Well, we will need a way to unlock the door and proper gear before we proceed. Nothing could just be easy around here, huh? Any ideas? I have downloaded plans for protective gloves to handle heat sinks from the camp's database. You'll just need to craft materials and produce it. One challenge down. Alf also has knowledge of security systems. Maybe you can get help through the door. And that makes 2. Let's do it. So here's the protective glove schematic. So we'll get that crafted up right now while we're working on things. Crafting. Protective gloves. 550. That's crazy. Requires fibers, but we have plenty of those. Hey, Alf, do you know anything about security systems? That's the word on the street, yeah. So if I need to open a door that I don't technically have a key card for, you could theoretically make a crack for that door lock. That would be unethical and downright criminal, Maul. I'd have to be crazy to do something like that for you. Then you won't help me? I didn't say that, but downright criminal activity doesn't come cheap. Let me know which door you want cracked and I'll have a key card for it in minutes. What do you say? 500 credits for a key card? Here's 500. The door I need cracked is the heat sink room in the power plant. Alf leaves for a moment, but returns quickly and hands you a new key card. There you go. It should work a handful of times, but after that, it'll go dead. As to not be traceable, and it probably goes without saying, But you can't tell anyone about our deal or we both go down. Certainly. I'm no snitch. Thanks for the help. Cool, so we got the key card for this. Alright, here we go. Let's open the door, pop inside. Basically loot everything. And I'm guessing this is the heatsink. The heat sinks are way too much hot. Wait, the heat sinks are much too hot to touch without protection. You should equip the tempered gloves or protective gloves. Use protective gloves. You approach the wall of heat sinks, glowing red from the mass amounts of absorbed heat. Carefully remove one sector of heat sinks. It fits nicely into your bag after you wait a moment for it to cool down, but the gloves are rendered useless in the process. You receive heat sink. Okay, so we got the heat sinks. Gonna put these back on. I might need to make some more to put the heat sink back to where it belongs. Now, hopefully this doesn't cause us any issues where we come back and the plant's like overheating and then we gotta supply it with a heat sink, because that'd be awful. All right, Samir, ta-da! Took some time, but I got what you needed. Great work. Let's start with those tests right away. Samar heads to his private lab as you follow quickly behind. Samir spent the last hour making considerable changes to the heatsink. Upgrades, he claims. It is now on the work table in the middle of the room, glowing bright red. Okay, I've pumped an incredible amount of heat into the heatsink, and it's at its limits now, but when I pull this lever, and my modifications will activate, and it should cool almost instantly. Here we go. You and Samir lower your protective goggles as he pulls the lever. It takes a few minutes, but the red glow of the heatsink diminishes over time to a light pink. Heat index in the room drops as well. It works. Looks like that all the thermodynamic work paid off. Did it. Now that we know it works, we can present my research to Litzy. She'll have to let me in after, or sorry, she'll have to let me on the team after this. Hold on, Samir. Before you go to Litzy, I should share that I didn't exactly come by this heatsink in the most legal of ways. If you go to Litzy with your research, she might be suspicious about a certain missing heatsink. You mean you stole it? But the whole point of this was to make a good impression on Litzy. The point was for you to complete your research, and you did that. This is too big to keep from the world. Except that now I can't share with the people who could make use of this because of you. It seems I was wrong to ask for your help. You have it all wrong, Tamir. I helped out the best I could. Not getting the job done can't compare to you proving your research. I guess you're right. Science is what really matters in the end. Here's some credits. The least I could do is apply my research to your weapons. I'm uploading the specs to your AI. Processing data. I've incorporated the new heatsink into your personal equipment. Range, weapon ammo capacity has been improved. Nice. Thanks, Tamir. I'll see you around. Keep your research going. I will. Bye. So we should probably, I don't know, replace that heatsink? Is it in my inventory still? Now that doesn't make a whole lot of sense now, does it? Why would I not have the heatsink anymore? Oh, and we got this. Register. Huh. Okay. We also got a brand new letter from Grace. Let's see what it says. Sensitive matter we have to discuss. Next up, what is the Geo vibes? Still can't do anything with that one. I guess we go and do Ancestry. Additional information. East Area Mines A. Grace's brother served as a miner in the first tech settlement. She has asked you to find his ID badge as a memento. What could his final moments have been like? What's your brother's name? I might have already even found it. Got your message. What would you like to discuss, Grace? Yes, of course. I was starting to think you forgot about me. Certainly not. Well, I've been thinking about family lately, and I come from a long line of miners going way back. My great-great-grandfather. And my family has been working across the solar system ever since, including my brother Jacob. The name Jacob rattles around in your head, and a light bulb goes off. Jacob Thompson? I remember that name. Your brother was a member of the first tech team on Titan, like I was. Exactly, and I'm glad you remember him. Jacob was one of was the one who encouraged me to come to Titan, but I was already on a contract when the first team set out. And of course, he went missing the same as everyone else. So sorry for your loss. It would mean the world to me if you can find his ID badge down in the mine. Jacob works as a heavy equipment operator, and his favorite is to operate where the hydraulic shovels. I can't blame him, they are pretty fun. Anyway, will you please find him for me? I would search myself, but you're the only one who could descend right now. How could I say no? Not only would I be helping you out, but also making sure a fellow crew member isn't forgotten. Thank you so much. I'm sending you what I have. It's basically a vague location database on his last known coordinates that I was able to scrounge. It's not exact, but hopefully it's a good place to start. Be well. Before we go down in the mines, let's go ahead and do... which one? Surprise party. You wanted to see me, Odette? Yes, my plan is in its final stages, and your assistance is greatly needed. Litsy's birthday's coming up, and I want to surprise her. It's going to be huge. Food, music, everything. But we have to keep it on the down low. If Litsy gets wind of the party, it'll ruin the surprise. If I leave my post and start sneaking around, it'll be way too obvious. That's why I need you to collect the party supplies without Litsy seeing you. Sounds easy enough. Litsy's pretty great. Do I get an invite to the party if I help? Well, yeah, duh. Okay, so talk to Miriam for a cake, Octavio for the music, and Grace for the party favors. When you have them all, I'll hide them until it's party time. You got it? Got it. All right, Miriam, we know where she's at. Octavio, no clue. Go for Octavio. I'm so thankful. Let me know when you have Jacob's ID badge. Grace, there's a party. Yep, I created some candy molds shaped like gears and repurposed some of our chemicals into makeshift glow sticks. This party's gonna be slay. Wow, that's pretty creative, but I can't wait to see them. You're in luck. I have them hidden in the mine operation since Litsy never goes in there. I'll upload a marker on your minimap and grab it at your leisure. Oh, there now, thanks. Oh, there we go. We got a little marker now. We gotta go up here. Is it somewhere? It's in here somewhere. Gotta be. We got two IDs. That's good. This must be where the party favors are located. Cool. Let's go ahead and use these IDs. Register both of them. Check them out. We got Huey Fan and Catalina. We also have the pilots. Oh, interesting. Suddenly a security alarm activates and you are met with Tao rushing into his office. Oh, I can sneak in through the back, but you can't go through here. Hey, get out of my office. Okay. Oh my god, I want to steal whatever that is. Tao's sword? Bro. Hey, Octavio, I'm here for the music for Litsy's party. Ask and you shall receive. I worked all week to this perfect playlist for Litsy. It should pass Odette's approval standards. So should I pick it up somewhere? No need. I keep the tunes on me at all times. And what's mine is now yours. Easy peasy. Hey Miriam, Odette said something about a cake? Oh yeah, definitely. I'm so happy that you helped out with the rap problem, or else there would just be no cake. I left the cake waiting for you at the pub's kitchen. Just go grab it when you're ready. So we found the cake. Cake is beautiful with layers of coconut and raspberries. The blue frosting, Litsy's favorite color. Fantastic. So now we got all the ingredients that we need. We have everything Odette requested. We should go back to her before we run into Litsy. Good plan. So go back to Odette. I'm back with those party supplies. They are kind of heavy. Looks like I owe you one. I wasn't sure if you were going to come back or come through, but you absolutely did. Here are some credits for all that running around, and also have something else. What is it? I was working with Pierre and designed a new device that would make a killer present for Litsy. On the other hand, I know it would also be helpful for your underground. I wish we could have made a second one, but we just don't have the parts, so I'll leave it with you. The choice is up to you at least. It's called a surprise glove. What should we do with it? Well, this time around, I mean, we can always play this game again and do a second, change our decisions. Well, let's go ahead and give it to Litsy. Are you sure? I know Litzy will love the glove too. She always works harder after getting a gift as well. So this might increase power production. Okay. It actually works in our favor, doesn't it? She deserves it. Litzy's pretty awesome. You're not wrong. I'll let you know when it's time to pull the trigger on the surprise party. You're definitely invited. I'll be waiting later. So camp resource production, camp resource rate increased by power 10. Good deal. I like it. So while that item we don't get to use personally, at least it's benefiting the camp. All right, y'all, I think we accomplished a decent amount today. Took care of a lot of side quests, including the surprise party. Still no invitation to that surprise party, so hopefully they invite us. Otherwise, it will just be all for naught, right? But with all that out of the way, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share this channel with your friends and family. I'll catch y'all next time. Bye.